Ulit guys, so this is the Infinix HOT 40 and you can see the system specifications right here. It runs on the MediaTek Helio G88 with how many? 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. So these are the specs. Just check it out if you're interested. But I just wanted to point out that it runs on eMMC storage format, which is one of the things that would impact the loading time when you're playing games. Let me just show you some of the features of the gaming panel. You can take a look at that. And like all the other Infinix phones, you have the magic button, which allows you to map the plus and minus, or the volume up and volume down buttons to certain regions in the screen. So it's like tapping those parts or those portions of the screen when you hit volume up and volume down. So other features include the mini window for your browser, YouTube, whatever, and it's not loading. Okay, we finally loaded. See, it really takes a while because of the really slow read and write speeds. And what else? So we set this to performance mode, which allocates resources to the currently running game. You also have brightness locking as well as notification hiding, which I already turned on. Let's just check our status. So I decided to include the loading screen of the game, which we don't normally do in our gaming test, just so you guys can see how big of an impact eMMC has on the loading time of your games. Okay, so what else do we have? We have a shortcut for screenshot and screen recording. You can also quickly clean up the memory by just tapping a button. Then you have resource monitors for your CPU and GPU. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, we just got to the screen after what seems like a minute, and now we are finally in game. Let's just quickly bring this to very high. It's gonna go to a crawl. As you can see, it's struggling with Honkai Star Rail. Now let's bring it down to medium. And so with the game on medium settings, it's much more playable but still very, very sluggish. So I won't be playing this game on medium. I take it down to very low. And now with the game running on very low, it's not super smooth, but at least it is tolerable. Alright, so we're now in battle. Observe the frame rates. This should give you a rough idea of the kind of experience that you should get from this phone if you play either Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail, which uses the same game engine. Our next game is PUBG Mobile. Let's quickly review our graphics. So we are currently on smooth. We're gonna bring it to HD, which is the limit. Same for lobby. Let's just double check the controls for gyroscope support, and it is already set to always on. Let's check out the gyroscope. Gyroscope seems to be working, but I do notice a bit of sluggishness, like it's not 100% responsive. There seems to be a delay when I try to look around using the gyroscope. For our next game, we have Mobile Legends. Let's quickly take a look at the graphic settings. And as you can see, we're running on high frame rate with ultra graphics. Very nice. Support for Helio G88 and the Infinix HOT 40. Moving on to racing, we have Carx Street. Let's double check the graphics. As you can see, it is currently set to medium level 3 with smoke intensity to medium and motion blur turned on. Let's head to the city. Now let's bring the graphics down all the way to the lowest that the system will allow us. Let's turn smoke off, motion blur off. And now it is a lot smoother, although graphically it's not as intense as how it was a while ago. Alright, so we've been playing for a while now. Let's just check on the surface temperature. So the highest seems to be around 47 degrees Celsius. And now looking at the back panel, it seems that the highest temperature is right around 45.5 degrees Celsius. Right around here where the camera island is located. Before we end, let's take a look at some benchmark scores. And this is Antutu doing 271K. But look at the temperature, 8.7 degrees Celsius. Almost 9-degree rise in system temperature. So this phone gets hot. And that can cause thermal throttling, which would cause decreased performance. Looking at PC Mark, we get 8K for Work 3.0, and for Pass Mark, we're doing 6.4K. However, if you look at the disk read and write speeds, it's not looking great, guys. So we're doing it's not looking great, guys. So we're doing around 100 megabytes per sec. Read and write speeds aren't even breaking 100 megabytes per sec on the 256 gigabyte eMMC flash storage. Alright, so that's it for our gaming test. If you're interested to know more about this phone, we have a review up on our YouTube channel. Just search for TechQuia and we'll see you guys there.